Right, hey guys, it's Amoeba here. Basically I'm making this video because about an hour ago I was practicing Emerald Glitched, and I think I've come across something as of yet undiscovered. So far I've not managed to be able to create anything interesting out of it, but it in itself is a bit interesting. I'll show you the setup. Basically I'd come into this is like the standard glitched run up until this point, except I've got a bit more experience than normal on my mudkip. So basically I'm going to level up once I defeat this pooch. That's all the setup, there's nothing else special about this. I'll have to run through this fight and then I'll be able to show you what I managed to do. So yeah, don't ask me how I managed to get a shit ton of extra experience. I'm pretty bad at this game. But I completely found this on accident. It was actually because I wasn't paying attention to the game. I was too busy watching the PSR marathon. Basically, Mudkip evolves here. I think it's got something to do with the weird property that your Pokemon evolves and learns a move at the same time, and the point where you learn the move is actually outside of a fight. Normally you learn a move within a fight, or you teach it as a TM in the overworld, and you actually learn this move here, Mudshot, within the evolution cutscene. Basically what I was doing, I got to this point and I was still mashing A and B thinking I wasn't at the yes/no box, and I wasn't quite sure at first, but what I've actually done is I hit A and B at the same time. Hopefully I can get this first shot. Yeah, and that's what happened. It black screened, and I thought, oh shit. What have I done? I've ruined it. I actually didn't have audio going at the time, so I couldn't tell, but the music is obviously still playing. I flicked the audio up to find out if that had happened, and obviously realised the audio is still playing. I'm still in the game. The game's still running. Game Boy Player is still active as well. After a bit of searching around and trying to figure out what happened, basically what I think has happened is by pressing A and B at the same time, the game has activated the fade out. So normally it would fade to black here, then fade in with the move select screen where you would replace one move with Mudshot. It's also loaded the text box that says stop teaching Mudshot, as if you'd press B. So you'd press B and it'd go, do you want to stop teaching Mudshot? And then it would give you another yes/no box. And the reason I know this is because you can hear the click. I'm scrolling up and down. Now if I keep pressing down, it's not scrolling through anything. So if I press up once, I get the ding. Now if I keep pressing up, you can hear me pressing up, I don't get anything. I don't know if you can hear that, but trust me a bit, you'll be able to recreate this anyway. So yeah, I'm actually currently on the yes/no text box that you'd normally get for stop learning Mudshot. And you think, how do you know you're certainly still on that text box? You could be on the one beforehand. Basically, if I press B now, or if I scroll down and press A on what is effectively no, if you were still trying to teach the move and still actually in that cutscene, which I think I actually am, I think I'm still in the cutscene, it would now just basically revert back to the beginning again, and it would say Marshtom's trying to learn Mudshot. You press A, but it can only learn 4 moves. You press A to clear that text box, and then you'd get delete a move to learn Mudshot and a yes/no text box, which if I scroll up and down you can hear. And in fact not only can you hear it, if I press up so I'm on yes and press A, it takes me into the teach move box. That's basically it. That's all I've really found about it. The only other thing I've found is that you can redo the glitch within itself. You can get yourself back to the delete a move for Mudshot box with the yes/no option, and time A and B presses again to reactivate the glitch, but it doesn't seem to double up. It flashes back into the evolution. I'm going to see if I can show you it again actually. You can back out like this, so stop learning Mudshot now. A is trying to learn Mudshot, can't learn more than 4 moves, delete a move from Mudshot. See if I can get it again. No, I missed it. Nope, missed it again. This might take me a couple of times. Yeah, I think it's frame perfect, but obviously you have to just time the 2 button presses together. I'm not going to get it now, am I? Right, so there it is. So I'm now on an invisible stop learning mudshot box. I'll press B. Marshall's trying to learn mudshot, clear that box. Marshall can only learn 4 moves, clear that box. Delete a move to learn mudshot. I'm going to try and do it again. It might take me a couple of times to find it, but if I get it, it'll flash up that screen again and then go straight into the fade out again. No, I missed it that time. There it is. So I hit it again, and it flashes back into the evolution cutscene, and then fades back out again. I've tried activating this over and over again, and I've basically done that glitch within itself 8 and 9 times, in the hopes that it would do something stupid like reload it on top of itself, and eventually corrupt itself. Can't seem to get it to do that. It might do. It might be that I don't know enough about the games technically to have an informed idea on this, but it might be that text boxes aren't that big a load, so it could load an absolute shit ton before it becomes a problem. Or it might just be that it's removing one and reloading another, but they're just invisible. Yeah, I've got no idea if this glitch will have any use whatsoever, but it's interesting. I thought I'd upload a video on how to do it so that other people can have a go at seeing if they can recreate it. Well, recreating it's fairly easy. It might have other applications, other places. I think it occurs because of the odd scenario that you're learning a move within the evolution cutscene. I need to test it in other places. I haven't yet. Maybe you're learning a move if you're trying to learn a move in a battle and you press A and B at the same time, it does the same thing. Can you learn moves in battles? Yeah, you can. Christ, I completely forgot. Yeah, it might be possible that you could... I can't remember how it works in battles. I think if you press A, it does take you to the same thing. But again, it's possible it'll just stick you in the same loop. Are you sure, do you want to learn a move? Yes or no? And just stick you in that same text box loop. Anyway, there's some potential. I was hoping I'd done something a bit more complicated than I'd actually had done. But yeah, this video's here just to see if anybody else finds it interesting, and if anybody else can use it for something else. Maybe this has potential for Emerald Glitched in some really roundabout way. But yeah, moves out.